Hello again. Welcome everybody. We are here in Derry, New Hampshire at Pinkerton Academy for another edition of Grizzlies softball. Grizzlies varsity girls taking on Pinkerton Academy. Leading off for GHS is going to be Sam Derry, followed by Brett LeClaire, then Sophie Roussel. Batting cleanup will be Dana Still, followed up by Gemma Panarian, Ari Gerzone, Regan O'Mara, Sophie Derry, Mackenzie Oliver, and Jocelyn O'Mara will be in the flex position. I want to say congratulations to the three seniors, Brittany LeClaire, Gemma Panari, and Regan O'Mara, just named captains of the team. Looking forward to some good leadership in the outfield and in the batting order from them moving forward. And it looks like we are ready to start up here. Coming up, Sam Derry. Sam was 1 for 3 with a base hit in the last game. She has had quite a track record with the bat so far this season. She takes high for ball one. It's a beautiful day here in Derry. Blue skies, lots of sun, a little breeze coming through. Probably about, what do you say, 60-ish degrees? Pretty close, yeah. I left my weather, it's going to be high for a ball. I left my weather, technology at home, so I can't give you an accurate temp, but it feels around 60. It's nice out. No rain this time, which is a plus. 59 degrees, according to the Apple gadgets. Swing and a miss, that's going to be strike one. And we're going to be 2-1 on the count to Sam. Pinkerton Field looks like it's a big soccer field that's been converted into a JV and a varsity field, so you may see in the distance another team playing. That's our JV team. We'll try and give you updates as we go. She's going to take for ball three. She's going to be ahead in the count, 3-1. And here's a 3-1 pitch. Takes low ball. Oh, he called a strike. A little delay on the call. He needed to take a second to think about it. Went in the direction of Pinkerton, so we're going to be full count 3-2. Sam's going to have to defend the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike three on a fastball, it looked like. That's the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat, newly appointed captain of the Grizzlies, Brittany LeClaire. She is a senior. And here's the first pitch of the at-bat. Takes high for ball one. It's like the pitcher's going high in the zone to start out the game. Here's the 1-0. Takes again, ball two. This is not a grass field, this is a turf field. So you might see some weird bounces coming off. And going to take again for ball three. Yeah, this is going to bounce off and run fast into the outfield. So you may see the infielders and the outfielders playing back a little bit throughout this game. That was 3-0 for ball four, and we have a base runner on with Brittany LeClaire on the walk. And here comes Sophie Roussel, number 16. She's also your starting pitcher for the day. Takes for a strike, low in the zone. And here comes 0-1 with Brittany on first base. Swung on, fouled off down the first base line. bringing the count to 0-2. Low for ball. 1-2 in the count. Low again. Brittany going to second. She's down. Throw down from the catcher to second base is in time. We're going to score that a 2-4 out on Brittany. Sophie still has the rest of her at bat to go at 1-2. And she takes for a ball. Call for the ball on the strike, low in the zone, look pretty similar, but I'm not right behind the plate. And takes for the ball. So 2 outs. Runner on first for big bat Dana Still. Back in the lineup after the last 2 games. Getting a little time off. Hopefully she has some energy up for this game. Fouled off into the backstop. We're going to 0-1. And we're going to have a courtesy runner in for Sophie Roussel. And a little exchange on the armbands. And a hard slap to the hand. Hopefully that wasn't her pitching hand. It was her pitching hand. Well, we'll have to see if that has any problem later on. All right, we're picking back up 0-1 to Dana Still. And she's going to take for the first strike of the at-bat. A second strike of the at-bat, sorry. Our count is going to be 0-2. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up in the air. It's going to go out of play behind the first base dugout. And here comes another 0-2. Low in the dirt, skips along for a ball. Will be 1-2. That's a high fly ball to left field. Tracked by the left fielder, makes the catch for the third out. So that's a pop out to left to end the inning. We'll be right back with the Grizzlies in the field. All right, we are back for the bottom of the first inning. Coming up to bat for Pinkerton, Caitlin LeMay. She is a speedy runner. She plays center field for Pinkerton. Look to her to throw a bunt down and try and leg one out to first. Sophie Roussel, starting pitcher. Regan O'Mara at the catcher's position. Here's the first pitch. Takes for a strike. First base, Gemma Panarian. Second will be Brittany LeClaire. Third is Sophie Derry. Hit back to the pitcher, throws to first base for the 1-3 out. 1 out, the bottom of the first. So Sophie Derry will be on third. Jocelyn O'Mara will be the shortstop, sorry. In left field, we have Dana Still, fouled off over the backstop. Center field is Ari Gerzone. And then in right is going to be Sam Derry. So Derry's sisters on the field at the same time. We're at 0-1 in the count. Takes again, second strike. 0-2 ahead in the count. See if she'll attack the plate. Off speed for a ball. Looked like a good spot from here. So we're going to go 1-2. Swung on for strike 3 for the first strikeout for Roussel. Here comes number 11, the catcher, M. Moore. She takes for a strike. Looked off speed. Takes again. Umpire says that's low in the zone. It's going to be ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off down the third base line. Out of play for the second strike. Both coaches wanting their player to win the battle. That's low, hacked on. It's going to be in play, scooped up by Brittany and thrown to Gemma for the 4-3 out. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Strong start for the Grizzlies, holding Pinkerton to 0 in the first. We'll be right back. And we are back with the top of the second inning. Score 0-0, Goffstown. Pinkerton coming off the bat is Gemma Panarian. In her last game, she went 2 for 4 with a big single and a big double late in the game against Timberlane. Gemma, the second of the recently named senior captains for the Grizzlies. Up for her first at bat. She's going to take for a low strike. Umpire likes that low zone. She's going to take for a high ball. So when the Grizzlies' bats are working, they get ahead in the game. That puts them in a good spot. Let's hope that they can start early here. It's taken them a little time in the last few games to get their bats going. Hit the ball very well last game, just could not get it through the infield for the most part. But solid bat on ball. Swing and a miss, that's going to be a strike. And we're at 2-2. And she takes looking, strike 3 for the first out. Here comes the center fielder, Ari Gerzone. Ari had a big double in the 4th inning against Timberlane in the last game. Ari's going to take for a strike. Grizzlies are going to have to defend that lower part of the plate. There's a pop fly to the shortstop. Camped underneath it. Makes the out for the second out. And here comes Regan O'Meara, the third recently appointed captain to the Grizzlies. She's going to take low inside, ball one. Regan reached in the last game on a walk and on a single late in the game. That's a swing and a miss for a strike. Count's going to be 1-1. There's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder comes in and able to make the play. So that's going to be another 1-2-3 for Goffstown with the fly out 7. Deadlocked at 0-0. We'll be right back. And we are back for the bottom of the second inning. Pinkerton coming up to bat. Leading off is going to be the shortstop, M. Scheinenberg. Then A. Cavallo, who is playing third, followed by J. Caruso, first baseman. First pitch called, strike looking. Taking us to 0-1. Takes again, look like same spot. Call the ball. Takes again, high for a ball. It's a nice looking field. You're not going to worry about any pop-ups coming off of the infield line going into the outfield. But like I said, you got that weird bounces that can happen, fast ball. Going to take on the off-speed pitch for a ball, bringing us to 3-1. One of the other issues that can happen from these fields is that the heat can be a little bit worse on a fake field than it is on a grass field. So not too bad today being in the 60s, but as it gets into the warmer days, it can be a little hotter. She's going to take for a strike. We're going to be at a full count. Can be a little harder to play on. You got to have special cleats. That's ground ball to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly, thrown to Gemma. O'Mara to Gemma for the 6-3 out. And here comes A. Carvalho, third baseman. Base person, sorry. She takes for a strike. Sophie doing a good job of getting the first pitch strike. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. Soph ahead in the count. 0-2. Swung on, foul, tipped back at a dead ball. Fouled off. That's going to be 0-2 still. Going to take a little timeout. Looks like the umpire took it off the hand. Going to give him a second to shake it off, rub some dirt on it. It's a fake dirt, yeah. He's going to pick some of that AstroTurf off and rub it all over his hand. And he says he's good to go. Can't feel good taking a fastball to the hand, even if it deflects off of someone. All right, we're ready to go. 0-2. She takes strike 3, looking for the second strikeout for Sophie Roussel. And coming up to bat is the first base person, Jay Caruso. He's going to take for a first pitch strike again. Foul tipped, 0-2. Two outs, no one on. 0-2 the count for Caruso, and here's the pitch. And she takes off speed for strike 3, ending the inning with a third strikeout of the game. Sophie doing a very good job of getting ahead in the count early, keeping the Pinkerton girls on their heels. When you get ahead in the count as a pitcher, good things happen. We'll be right back. Back for the Grizzlies as bats for the top of the third inning. Deadlocked, 0-0. Grizzlies hoping to get their bats going to get some runs on the board. Soph Derry up to bat. Swings on the first pitch for a strike. Sophie Derry reached on a ball, a walk in the last game. There's another swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 the count. She takes inside for a ball. And we're at 1-2. Takes looking, strike 3 for the first out. Coming up to bat, the designated player, Mackenzie Oliver. Mackenzie 0 for 4 in the last game. High for ball 1 on the first pitch. Takes high, ball 1. I'm sorry, ball 2. Shorter left field than it is a right field in this facility. That's going to be a strike, putting us at 2-1 with 1 out. No runners on. Foul tipped, out of play. Putting us at 2-2. That's fouled off towards the visiting dugout. Takes low, ball 3, and we have a full count. Swung on, that's going to be a strike for the second out, and we are back to the top of the order with Sam Derry. Derry struck out in her first at bat. That's a swing for a strike. Takes again high for a ball. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, big swing for the second strike. Two outs, no one on. Count 1-2. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss for strike 3 for the fifth K of the inning for Pinkerton. And it looks like we got a bit of a pitcher's duel going on. We will be right back. And welcome back for the bottom of the third inning. We are going to be 7, 8, 9 hitters for Pinkerton coming up. Leading off will be Jay Hiscox, followed by C. McPhail, and then P. Murray. Hiscox takes for the first pitch strike. She is the second base player. High swing and a miss for strike 2. Couldn't lay off that one. That's going to put us at 0-2. Takes off speed high. Ball 1. He's going to take for a ball 2. Two pitch. Fouled off into her own dugout. We're going to reset. Off speed, takes high. Umpire says no. It's going to be 3-2. He likes the lower pitches. 3-2. It's a pop-up to Brittany LeClaire. Fields it cleanly. Unable to make the throw in time. She's going to be safe. I thought he motioned for the out, but apparently I was wrong. So base hit puts a runner on for C. McPhail. Didn't get a lot of lumber on it, but got it in the infield. Tough to play. Shows bunt. Going to lay it down. Fielded cleanly by the third baseman, Sophie Derry, for the, it's going to be a 3-4 out with Brittany covering. For 1 out, here's P. Murray. Hiscox able to get to second base, putting a runner in scoring position. 1 out. Off speed, hit to third, makes the throw for the 3-5 out. Gemma had to stretch, came back down on the plate for the out, so that's 2. And we are back to the top of the order with Kate LeMay, who hit into the 1-3 out in the first inning. So the go-ahead run 60 feet away from home plate for Pinkerton. Popped up out of play behind the dugout on the first base line for strike 1. Off speed, swung on, strike 2. Fouled off. Behind the backstop, out of play. Here's an 0-2, grounded up towards Brittany, fielded cleanly, thrown to first for the 4-3 out. And the Grizzlies able to hold Pinkerton with a runner on third. Big defensive plays by the Grizzlies, stopping that run. And we are still at 0-0. We'll be right back. We are back with the top of the fourth inning. This one moving along pretty quickly, mostly 1, 2, 3 innings by both pitchers. M. Wheel, the pitcher, throws for first pitch ball. She's thrown about 36 pitches, 17 strikes, 19 balls at this point by my count. She's going to take for a strike. And you're going to have to give or take a couple on that with my count because I'm just kind of tracking it in the book in front of me. But fouled off, out of play by Brittany. We're going to be at 1-2. Bunt's going to be tough on this field because it moves so fast. Yeah, it's popped up to the second baseman, fielded cleanly for the first out. And here comes Sophie Roussel. See if Sophie can help herself here and get herself on. She's gonna take for a low strike in the zone. The fans of Goffstown not pleased with the call on that play. Oh, 1. It's gonna be high for a ball. Swung on. Strike 2. 1-2 is our count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, out of play behind the backstop. Solid contact. Wind picking up, blowing across the field from the first to the third baseline. Low for a ball. Skips through the turf. 2-2. Swung on, strike 3 for the second out. 2 outs for Dana Still. Dana has at least 1 home run on the season. I think it might be 2. If it wasn't a home run, it was a triple on the second one. I could look, but it would take too long to get the actual answer. That's ball 1. And I can't read my own writing either, so. That's gonna skip in for ball 2. Can't imagine the turf has any effect on the ball as it skips through. Maybe roughs it up a little bit, but gonna be fouled off into the visitor's dugout for the first strike. 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on. It's been the story of the day so far on both sides. She holds up for the ball. And with the appeal to first base, that's going to be a strike, putting us to 2-2 instead of 1-3. First base umpire convinced that it was a strike, made the change. Dana contacts, popped up to first base, makes the play for the third out. Another 1-2-3 inning. Still scoreless. We'll be right back. We are back for the bottom of the 4th inning. Yeah, we're moving right along pretty quick here. That's what happens when you have 1, 2, 3 innings through 3 on both sides. The only exception, Sophie Roussel was able to reach in the first on a walk. Other than that, and I'm sorry, Jay Hiscox hit a single in the 3rd. Other than that, not much going on. Swung on for a strike to M. Wheel. Breeze picking back up again a little bit. Showed kind of a bunt, but ended up pulling back. That's going to be ball 1. That's a high fly ball to left field. Dana camped under it. Made the catch with a 7 fly out. First out of the inning coming up, M. Moore. She hit into a 4-3 out in her last at bat. And she takes for ball 1. Coach Trinka making some adjustments with her outfield, moving Ari over a few steps to the left. That's a foul ball down the 3rd base line. Not playable. That's going to be strike 1. I'm going to redefine what I said. Ari taking a few steps towards right field, just to clarify with you a little better. Saying it to the left doesn't help you at home. Going to be high for a ball. Looked like she was trying for an off-speed pitch. There's a line drive up the middle. That's going to get to center field. Fielded by Gerzon. Throws to the cutoff to Brittany. And she's going to reach safely to first base. This is M. Scheinenberg, the shortstop. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher. I don't have a name for you. I'll try and get it if I see her number on the back of her jersey. Gonna take for ball 1. Low in the zone. Looks like he's 50-50 on that call right now. Shows bunt. Takes. Gonna be a strike. Throw down to second base is gonna get through, and she's gonna advance to 3rd. Safely on the pass ball. So we're going to have a looks like we're at a 1-1 count. Go ahead run on 3rd for Pinkerton. Off speed. Just over the glove of O'Meara. That's going to score a run. And we're going to have 1 on base. So after the deadlock of 3 innings, Pinkerton is up 1-0 in the 4th. So 1 out, 1 on for A. Carvalho, who struck out in her last at bat. Shows bunt. Bunt dropped. Dead ball. Hit the batter. We're going to reset. That's going to start us at 0-1. Fouled off behind the backstop, out of play, putting us at 0-2. That's a fastball, high fly ball to right center field. Two both coming in on it, unable to make the play. And we're going to get runners on first and second on the long base hit to center field. And here's Jay Caruso, also struck out in her first at bat. Pinkerton has a rally going in the bottom of the fourth. She's going to take for a low strike. Fouled off, putting her ahead 0-2. Fouled off into the backstop. Looks like she's thrown 35 pitches, 23 strikes, 12 balls. Make that 26 strikes with a strikeout. And here's Jay Hiscox. Hiscox, first base single. That is a high fly ball to center field. Ari fields it on the bounce. She's going to round third and score the run. Tried to make a pickoff play at second. That's going to post another run for Pinkerton, putting them up 2-0. So 2 outs. We have a runner on second in scoring position for MC McPhail. Fouled off into the backstop. And there's a pop fly to short right field. It's going to take a weird hop off of the turf. That's going to score a run. And we're going to have runners on the corner. Coming up, P. Murray. Murray hit into a 3-5 out. Shows bunt. Low in the zone for a ball. Runner's going to steal second. So second and third. Fouled off. Putting our count to 1-1. Goffstown looking to end this inning here. Fouled off again. Sophie ahead. 1-2 in the count. That's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Roussel to Gemma. 1-3 out to end the inning, but some damage done. 3 runs posted in the 4th, putting Pinkerton ahead 3-0. We'll be right back for the Grizzlies at bat. Welcome back for the top of the 5th inning. Coming up to bat, Gemma Panarian struck out in her first at bat, followed by Ari, flew out in her first at bat, and Regan, who popped out in her first at bat. Grizzlies need to get some aggressive bats going here. Gemma contacts, high fly ball to right field. That's going to drop in foul for the long strike. 0-1 the count. Fouled off, out of play for the 0-2. Fouled off again, keeping the bat alive. There's a pop fly just past the infield. That's got to be fielded by the second baseman for the first out. Coming up to bat, Ari Grzone. Just need one batter to break the dam for the Grizzlies. And there's a ground ball to third base. Thrown to first for the 3-5, second out of the inning. And here is Regan O'Mara. Regan taking some big cuts in her warm-up swings, hoping to be the difference maker. Takes high and away, ball 1. There's popped up to the shortstop, just past the infield for the third out. So another 1-2-3 inning for the Grizzlies. No runs on the board. Score 3-0 Pinkerton. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th. And we are back, ready for the bottom of the 5th. Grizzlies in the field. Down in the game, 3 runs to none. Pinkerton starting at the top of their order in this inning. Fouled off over the home field dugout for strike 1. High, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Chased after that one. One, 2. Takes low in the zone. Gonna call it a ball this time. 2-2. That's going to be high and away, ball 3. Full count. That's going to be ball 4, walking a runner to first. Coming up, M. Wheel, the pitcher. The wind has picked up a bit, if you can't tell, by the sound of a hurricane in my microphone. Looked like she wanted a show bunt, kind of held back. She's going to take for the ball. Coach Trinka calling Ari in towards the infield a little bit. Popped up towards right field. Derry comes in, makes the catch. Big catch on the run for the first out. And coming up to bat, M. Moore had a base hit in the last inning. Takes away. No, the throw down to second base. Unable to grab the ball was Jocelyn O'Meara that made it into the center field. Runner advanced to second base. Pinkerton have one in scoring position on the pass ball. High fly ball to left field. That's going to be over Dana Still's head. One run's going to come around and score. Moore is going to hold up at second. That's going to put Pinkerton ahead 4-0 over the Grizzlies. On the long double. Pinch runner coming in. And here is Scheinenberger. Base hit, last at bat, swing and a miss, strike one. Takes low, ball, one. Low again for ball two. It's going to be off Regan's glove into the backstop, advancing the runner to third base on the pass ball. One ball, two strikes. And that's a ground ball to first base. Out at home plate from the 3-2 play at home pickoff for the second out. So just like that, Grizzlies able to hold with a runner on third with a double play. Hopefully that gets them going in a rally. We'll see. We'll be right back. And we are back with the top of the sixth. Grizzlies trailing 4-0. Coming up to bat, Sophie Derry, followed by Mackenzie Oliver. And then we'll be top of the order with Sam Derry. Grizzlies still trying to get some base runners on. The only one they've had so far was on a walk in the first inning. Other than that, pretty unproductive so far. He's going to take low for ball one. Great ending to the last inning. We're hoping that momentum keeps carrying them through here so they can get a rally going. Popped up foul behind the home plate dugout. I'm sorry, the home team dugout. And we're going to be at 1-1 in the count. Sophie adjusts her gloves, settles in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive down the third base line, fielded cleanly by the left fielder. But we're going to have a runner on And that is the first hit of the game for the Grizzlies. Let's see if they can keep it going. Here comes Mackenzie Oliver coming up to bat. Hopefully that's what they needed to carry through. And there's another ground ball off the third base line. 2 base hits, 2 runners on with no outs. Runner in scoring position on second base. And here's Sam Derry at the top of the order. Pinkerton coach shouting he wants the lead runner, shows bunt. So that's going to be confirmed ball 1 after the appeal to the third base umpire. Shows bunt, popped up. Not playable by the catcher. And we're going to go to 1-1 in the count. Shows bunt, drops it, hits off her. Foul ball. Umpire very clear about the foul ball there. That's going to be a 1-2 in the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up, out of play, down the first base line. Sam protecting the plate, keeping the at-bat going. If Grizzlies can extend these bats, get that pitch count up, the longer she's out there in the circle, the harder it will be to keep throwing strikes. Takes low for a ball. Good at bat for Sam. 2-2. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. That's going to be bobbled at third base, unable to make the play. So we're going to have runners, bases loaded. First, second, and third. Coming up to bat, Brittany LeClaire. And the infield going to have a little powwow for Pinkerton to regroup. So the Grizzlies 3 on, no out in the 6th inning, threatening. Let's see if Captain Brittany LeClaire can put some production on the board. That's going to be low for a ball, handled well by the catcher, not letting it through. Takes outside for a ball. Good eye by Brittany. Brittany ahead, 2-0. Takes again, 3-0 the count. Tough position for both a pitcher and a batter here with the bases loaded, no outs. Brittany wants to score the run. Pitcher wants to hold him back. And she's going to take again. That's going to be ball 4, walking in a run for the Grizzlies, putting us on the board 4-1. And here comes Sophie Roussel. We're going to have a timeout on the field by the Pinkerton coach. While we're doing that, let's do our rating of the field for the day. It looks nice. It's nice and green. It looks really nice, but we don't have an outfield fence. We don't have a defined distance out there for the girls to play on. There's no snack shack. I don't see an American flag anywhere. Oh, there is one on the dugout over there, but we didn't do a national anthem. Like I said, it looks nice, but I'm going to go 7-1. 7-1. Yeah. Mostly because I don't like turf. If you're gonna have a field to play ball on, you want it to be natural grass, have the dirt. I always like seeing those plays where the girls dive for the ball in the infield, and if you do that on a turf field, you're gonna get rug burn on your arm. So nobody wants that. So 7-1. 7-1. Highest so far has been an 8-1. So, well, no, that's not true. Highest has been 10 for us for our home field, but. You can call me biased if you want. I don't care. No, you can't. I mean, we got luxury box for the camera and for the announcer. We got catered food. Great hosts with the Grizzlies booster club, doing announcements and things like that. Can't beat it. And there's no chance of breaking a window at this field, which I really don't like. I always want the chance of a window to break. Yeah, even if it's home. You just want to hear the shatter of that glass. New pitcher coming in, warming up. That's going to be Jay Caruso. She was on first base. Moving to the pitcher's position. Grizzlies in good spirits. With the bases loaded, no outs in the sixth, hoping to bring it a little closer or tie or go ahead would be even better. Never know what's going to happen with bases loaded, no outs. And the pitcher is warmed up. Infield comes in and slaps hands. And Sophie Roussel up to bat against the new pitcher, first to see her. Takes low for a strike. Takes high, ball one. Takes again for the ball. 2-1 the count. Umpire a little here and there with his low ball call this game. Foul tipped into the backstop for the strike. Two, the count. Bases loaded, no strike, no outs. That's a ground ball to the first baseman. That's going to be fair. Safe at home for the second run recorded by the Grizzlies. Score now 4-2 Grizzlies. And here comes Dana Still. Dana 0 for 2 so far. And fouled off down the first base line. It's going to be out of play. Solid contact on that foul ball. High take for a ball. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 for Dana. Oh, strike 2. Sorry. Strike 2. I was off on the count. Yeah. So 1-2. And there's your swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out in the inning, this half of the inning. Base is still loaded for Captain Gemma Panarian. See if she can help push her team forward. Keep this rally a-moving. Ball called. Takes again for the strike. It's going to take us to 1-1. Inside. Ball 2. There's a swing and a miss for the second strike. And we're at 2-2, 1 out. Bases loaded. Takes inside, ball. And we are at a full count. Fouled off into the backstop to stay alive. Fouled off again, protecting the plate very well. Extending the at-bat, making the pitcher work harder. And big battle here in the 6th inning. Important battle. And swing and a miss, that's strike 3. We are back, bottom of the 6th inning. Pinkerton versus Grizzlies at Pinkerton Field. Pinkerton ahead 4-2. Grizzlies chipped away at that lead in the last half of the inning, scoring 2. Coming up to bat, A. Carvalho had a base hit in her first at bat. It's gonna hit the plate for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Counts 1-1. High for ball 2. A little chilly with that breeze. That's popped up down the first base line. Gemma tried to make a play on it, unable to get there. That's going to be 2-2. Takes looking, strike 3. Big out for the Grizzlies in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Jay Caruso. Nope. Sorry, this is going to be number... Yep, I had it right the first time. Jay Caruso. As I said, I have a hard time reading my own writing. That's going to be popped off the ground. Fielded cleanly by O'Meara makes the throw to first for the 6-3 out. Didn't he? I believe he called out. So that's a weird signal by the umpire. It looked like he punched forward with the out. Safe at first. So coming up to bat, Jay Hiscox had a double and a single in the game so far. Takes for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. High for a ball. Throw down from O'Meara to Gemma, not in time at first base. And that's going to be a ground ball toward third base. It's going to be off the glove of Sophie Derry. Going to reach for the base hit. Pinkerton, 2 runners on. This is C. McPhail, base hit in her last at bat. Swing high for strike 1. Grizzlies need to hold him here. There's a high fly ball to right field. Fielded cleanly for the out. Thrown into the infield. Runners stay at first and second. 2 outs. Coming up, P. Murray. 2 ground outs in the game. Fouled off into the backstop. Strike 1. That's ground ball up the middle to Brittany LeClaire. She fields it cleanly, throws to first base for the 4-3 out. And a great job by the Grizzlies to hold Pinkerton to no runs scored with 2 runners on. We are still 4-2, Pinkerton leading. Grizzlies at bats coming up. We are back with Grizzlies, Pinkerton. Grizzlies leading the game 4-2 going into the 7th. This is the last chance for the Grizzlies to put 2 on to tie it, or we will be all done. Up to bat, Ari Gerzone, center fielder. Swings on the check swing, strike 1. Looks like she tried to hold up, couldn't quite stop the bat. That's a ground ball towards the second baseman, bobbled on the hop off the ground, and she's gonna reach first base. So leadoff runner on for Regan O'Meara. And we will start Regan's at bat. Showed kind of a bunt. It's going to be the first pitch ball. Looked like she wanted to go bunt. Didn't quite bring it around. Read it all the way in as a ball. 1-0 the count. Shows bunt again. That's going to be ball. 2-0. Swung on by Regan for the first pitch. First strike of the inning. At bat. Man, can't speak well right now. I'm too invested in the game. It's the wind. Yeah, the wind is throwing me off. We'll blame everything but myself. 2-1 the count to Regan. Shows bunt, drops it down to the pitcher. Throws to first. So that's going to be a 2-out play. That's going to be the 1-3 to first base for the out. Looked like Ari was coming around, found the ball, got a little too far ahead, tried to back up and slide in at second. Made the throw. Umpire called her out, so that's going to be 2 outs. And here's Soph Derry. Grizzlies down to their last at bat. Last out, however you want to say it. It's going to be low for a ball. 2. Fouled off towards the home plate dugout. It's going to be strike 1, bringing our count to 2-1. And swing and a miss for strike 2. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Derry. And she line drives to the first baseman for the line out, and that's going to end the game. Final score is going to be 4-2. Good performance by the Grizzlies, I'd say, though. They got the balls on the bats. Took them a little while to get warmed up, but once they got the bats heated up, they were able to get some runs in. Tough field to play on with the turf. They see each other again on home field at some point. I feel like we can hold up against them. But, did a good job. Pinkerton's a tough team, hanging with them as much as they did. So we'll be back on Monday, I believe. Home game in Bedford. After this long road trip, we'll finally be home to our 10 out of 10 would recommend luxury box in the sky. We will see you there.